Time now for the Morning Rush. We start with newly released video that will likely be used in the trial against two parents accused of prostituting their 7-year-old daughter. The video from police lapel cam shows a police visit with the family in November. The officer speaks with the girl first with her parents, then alone in the hallway. His questions are in reference to a report by a teacher saying she believed she saw evidence of a sexual assault on the girl's underwear. The girl tells officers she didn't hurt herself and that she feels safe with her parents. The parents were not arrested until after school officials called the AG.
Along those lines, the same day, the officer also went to the girl's school and spoke with the teacher who called police. That teacher testified in court this week, saying she was alarmed at how police and CYFD handled the case, including how the officer tossed the girl's underwear, saying it had not been kept in a secure location. CYFD has placed 4 employees in connection with the case on paid leave. On to new details now this morning. 2 women waking up in jail accused of murdering an Albuquerque mail carrier. APD says the search for more suspects not over yet. Elisa Bickett and Annie Rael are accused of killing Marilyn Gandert in January at a home near Coors and Montano. Police say Gandert was renting the home to Rael and Bickett, who's also the victim's daughter-in-law. Her body was found beaten, stabbed, and burned on the mesa west of Rio Rancho. Chris.
Next big weather maker is going to be a cold front that actually brings the chance for some rain as we head towards tomorrow afternoon into the evening. So late on your Saturday, we'll see that chance for some showers across the northern mountains into the northeast. Then canyon winds here in the metro on Sunday morning with a chance for some showers by the second half of the weekend across the east.
Florida police say a man yelling about the president opened fire in the lobby of Trump National Doral overnight. Authorities responded around 1:30 a.m. when they arrived. They say the suspect was armed with a handgun. Officers shot the suspect multiple times and took him into custody. He's undergoing treatment at a local hospital. His condition is unknown. On to news, new at 6. Sergei Skripal, the former Russian spy poisoned with a nerve agent in the English city of Salisbury in March, is now out of the hospital after being discharged earlier today. The 66-year-old was found slumped on a bench on March 4th, along with his daughter, after being exposed to a military-grade nerve agent. The poisoning sparked a fierce diplomatic round of events between the UK government and Russia, which has consistently denied allegations that it was behind the poisoning. New details on a deadly school bus crash yesterday in New Jersey. Police confirmed the driver of that bus was trying to make an illegal U-turn. At the time, it collided with a dump truck. Overnight, crews worked to remove the wreckage, and you can see the impact was so forceful it ripped the bus right off its undercarriage, killing a 5th grader and a teacher. At least 40 other people were injured in the crash. Making history once she's sworn in, Gina Haspel will be the first female director of the CIA. The Senate confirming the nomination yesterday. Her confirmation was reached because of yes votes from 6 Senate Democrats. However, 2 Republicans voted against her. One of those opposing was Senator John McCain. McCain did issue a statement on Haspel's candidacy, calling her role in overseeing the use of torture by Americans disturbing. Haspel has worked at the CIA for 33 years. The Bernalillo County Clerk's Office is enlisting the help of high school students this primary election day. County Clerk Linda Stover says this is the perfect opportunity for high school students to learn all about political process and gain real-life work experience. Students will be paid $150 for their work. For more information, you can go to alwayson.krqe.com. Chris?
Metro Threat Index today up to a 3 because we'll have some breezes out there that will elevate the fire danger for a bit today in those warm temperatures.
And as you wake up this morning, the Water Authority is reminding you to get your watering done early. Officials ask customers to avoid watering between 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. and to check sprinklers for leaks at least once a month. The Albuquerque area is now in extreme drought. The Water Authority also says people have to have used more water per day compared to this time last year.
Today, the city is encouraging people to strap on their helmet and take part in Bike to Work Day. They set up stations like the one behind me where people can pick up some freebies. Now, there are about 20 stations like these cycle stops set up along popular bike trails all over the city and in Rio Rancho, where people can get some coffee, food, t-shirts, and cycle gear. The city says biking to work is a great way to stay healthy, avoid traffic, and do something good for the environment. Albuquerque has 400 miles of bike paths and trails. And we posted a list of all of these cycle stops on alwayson.krqe.com. Chris?
For a look at the morning commute, and so far this morning, no incidents to tell you about, and traffic is running along just fine with a live look at the Big Eye, and we'll be right back.
Mattel celebrating a major milestone today, the 50th anniversary of its Hot Wheels line. They arrived on store shelves on May 18th, 1968. Since then, more than 6 billion of the iconic little cars have been sold.
Time for the 5 facts on this Friday morning.
And number 5, people who think they can become New Mexico's next big star have just over a month to audition for a new competition. Show Up ABQ is a spin on the national talent competitions like the ones seen on major TV networks. It asks locals with talent of any kind to submit a video of themselves to a panel of judges. The lucky 20 or so finalists will have the chance to compete live at Civic Plaza for prizes and a chance to perform again. For details, go to krqe.com.
Number 4 now, a team of AFT arson investigators will likely be on patrol today working to prevent fires in the Bosque. The undercover investigators are made up of both firefighters and law enforcement agents. While this unit's job typically happens after a fire is sparked, during the fire season they're proactive instead of reactive. You may not know this, but to help them out, there's also hidden cameras in the Bosque that investigators monitor to catch a suspect in the act.
At number 3, the fire danger is going to stay high, especially across eastern New Mexico today. Here in Albuquerque, looking at the 70s by lunchtime, 80s for the drive home from work.
At number 2 this morning, we are showing you newly released video that will likely be used in the trial against 2 parents accused of prostituting their 7-year-old daughter. The video from police lapel cam during a November visit with the family at a local hotel. Now in it, the officer speaks with the girl, first with her parents and then with her alone in the hallway. His questions are in reference to a report by a teacher saying she believed she saw evidence of a sexual assault on the girl's underwear. Now the girl tells officers she didn't hurt herself and that she feels safe with her parents. Her mom, who's also charged, also questions how parents can abuse their children. The parents were not arrested until after school officials called the AG's office earlier this month.
Number 1 now, 2 women waking up behind bars charged with the murder of an Albuquerque mail carrier. This morning, APD says a search for more suspects not over yet. Elisa Bickett and Andy Rael are accused of killing Marilyn Gandert in January at a home near Coors and Montano. Police say Gandert was renting the home to Rael and Bickett, who is also the victim's daughter-in-law. They were evicted from the home just days before Gandert went missing. Her body was found beaten, stabbed, and burned on the mesa west of Rio Rancho. If you want more on this story, go to alwaysonkrqe.com.